Sudio E2 review. The E2 is a quite stylish true wireless earbud with a slim design. The black variant we tested has a narrow plate on each side that functions as the touch control area, fitting securely in your ears while providing great comfort. Equipped with a 10mm dynamic driver, the E2 contains 3 microphones on each side, providing support for voice assistance and phone calls. The touch commands are highly responsive and offer satisfying feedback when pressed. Those who prefer their smartphones can download the Sudio app to manage all of the E2's functions, such as choosing noise cancelling, ambient mode, or direct spatial audio. It even has a limited EQ with 2 presets. Taking all into account, the noise cancelling functionality is quite remarkable for its price point and efficiently blocks out moderate outside noises. Even though we never had connection issues with the E2, it only supports one SBC codec, which is kind of a bummer. Direct Virtuo and noise cancelling can provide up to 5 to 6 hours of use per single charge. But with the charging case, a grand total of 25 to 30 hours is achievable, quite incredible given its affordability. The biggest sound quality of the E2 is its spatial audio. Originally, it follows a lot of the trends in true wireless earphones, like a cluttered soundstage with not much differentiation or layering to get excited about. It does not provide much stereo width or depth, but turning on Direct Virtuo in the app causes an enhancement. The imaging appears to be directed toward you instead of coming from inside your head, similar to traditional speakers. The result is more spaciousness and distinguished panning. With spatial audio, you can get a 3D-like feel with the E2, however, its synthetic sound signature limits how immersed it can make you feel. The E2 has a substantial amount of its power concentrated in the low-end tones, making it appear full and bumpy. This penetrates all elements of its sound characteristic, creating some noticeable distortion that could blur certain areas. When seeking the clearest detail, the E2 may not be your first choice, but if you'd like to enjoy an enjoyable, fuss-free bass that provides some dynamism to your audio experience, then look no further than the E2. Even when using equalization to make the vocals appear clearer, the mid-range elements still take a back seat in this frequency response. This gives the impression of a clouded tone that obscures many of the frequencies even when the gain is added. It can help push some detail forward, but it can't fully combat this blurred sound. Much like the mids, many high-frequency sounds are placed in the background. On the other hand, cymbals get some attention since they receive a more detailed but subtle tone overall. With regards to capacity, comfort, and bass and space sound reaction, Sudio E2 is a good choice. But there are some huge elements that limit it, like their restricted mid-range and treble. Other than that, everything else is ordinary for the value range it tumbles under aside from its battery life. If you need that space sound experience yet doesn't have extravagant spending plans, these are a decent alternative. However, on the off chance that you need better lucidity in your music at that point, there are a couple of other options you can consider over this one.